guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a collection that I am so excited about. It will be launching in July of this year, so next month, and I think this video in particular will be super exciting and awesome for all of my bareMinerals lovers out there because I am sharing the brand new Gen Nude lip collection. So if you haven't heard much about the Gen Nude collection yet, do not feel left out. bareMinerals really has not disclosed this collection to the public yet. They've just now started sending out the PR kits, which you see behind me. So basically, Gen Nude is a brand new lip collection by bareMinerals. They redid all of their lip products and added brand new products to the line. And so Gen Nude is basically what the name says. It is a collection full of nudes, and I'm not just talking like your basic nudes. I'm talking rosy nudes, peachy nudes, brown nudes, mauve nudes. Every single nude you could possibly think of is in this collection, and there are 60 lip products in the collection. There are 20 liquid matte lipsticks, 20 Raidant lipsticks, 15 lip glosses. They're called ButterCream Lip Glosses now, and 5 new lip liners. So I'm going to swatch all of those lip products on my lips for you guys today so you can see all 60 of the new lippies that are coming out. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to share some of my favorites and just my thoughts and opinions on the entire collection so you guys can get a better idea of just what to expect. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the swatches, and then we'll move on into the opinion portion. have seen all of the swatches of the lip products in the collection, I want to touch base a little bit on each product to give you guys some feedback, my overall opinion, what's new, just things to expect if you're interested in the Gen Nude collection. So I'm going to start out with the brand new ButterCream glosses. These actually are not new. bareMinerals has been carrying the ButterCream lip glosses at Ulta for the past 2 years now, but you cannot find these shades at Ulta yet. The Gen Nude collection has brand new shades. I feel like there may be a couple that I did see at Ulta that are in this collection, but I'm not 100% sure. So basically the difference in the ButterCream glosses compared to the Moxie lip glosses, which is what they had before, you will not have any type of tingle in the ButterCream glosses. Also, in my opinion, what is different about these glosses compared to Moxie, these are very opaque, you guys. I mean, these have such great pigmentation. They're super creamy on the lips, very comfortable. They don't dry my lips out at all, and I really do appreciate that. So I feel like if you were a fan of the Moxie lip glosses, you may be upset that these don't have that tingling formula or that minty formula, but you can always keep purchasing the Buxom Cosmetics lip glosses. Those are made by bareMinerals. Exactly same formula pretty much as the Moxies. So yeah, if you're disappointed in the no tingle situation, just go for the Buxoms. As far as packaging goes, these have a very sleek classic design. They remind me a lot of the bareMinerals 100% natural lip glosses, which is what they carried before the Marvelous Moxie glosses. And speaking of those, I do feel like these are very reminiscent of the 100% natural line. They are 100 times better. I actually was not a huge fan of 100% natural line. There were only a couple glosses that I really liked. Those really did not stay on very well for me, and the color selection just wasn't there. These are like a 100% revamp, in my opinion, of the 100% natural gloss. And the reason I say that is because these smell a lot like 100% natural line. If you guys are OG bareMineral fans, you remember what those smelled like. So that's what you can expect out of these. They have a very similar smell. However, the formula is just amazing on these, you guys. I just cannot praise the formula on these glosses enough. Opaque, rich color payoff. They stay on nicely, super comfortable on the lips. Everything that I could possibly want in a lip gloss. And I do want to share with you 3 of my favorites from the collection. So the first one is Far Out, which is this super nude lip gloss, the lightest color in the collection. My favorite one is Groovy, which is this one right here. This is the most perfect nude lip gloss I have ever seen. It's just that perfect beigey nude, has this really nice kind of opaque milky finish to it. Absolutely gorgeous. If I could tell you to pick up one, this would be it. And then for those of you who really like that mauve tone, this one called Flirt is another favorite of mine. Again, so opaque. So those are 3 of my favorites. Overall, huge fan of this new formula. Next up are the liquid matte lip colors. So these have the exact same packaging as the ButterCream glosses, except the bottles are frosted. So I pretty much just flipped out when I saw they released liquid lipsticks. I mean, that is such a huge trend now, and for them to start making those is going to be great for them. A lot of people really just prefer the liquid lipsticks now. So I want to talk about these a little bit because I don't feel like they are true to a lot of liquid lipsticks that are out on the market right now. So the difference in these, in my opinion, these are very comfortable wearing matte liquid lipsticks. They are not going to be like your Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, your Anastasia liquid lipsticks, to where they completely dry down 100%. I could kiss my hand right now and you can see color payoff. So they're not going to dry down 100%, but they do still have the matte finish, and they're very comfortable to wear on the lips, which I actually prefer. I love the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, but I can only wear those for probably about 4 hours at a time, and then I feel like my lips are going to fall off. You will not find that with these. These do stay on really nicely. I would give them about a 5-hour wear before you'll need to reapply, but you're not going to have that dry feeling on your lips. They're very comfortable, very smoothing. They don't emphasize the fine lines. But if you're the type of person who likes that lasting, really dry and feeling, then these may not be for you. So that's what I had to say as far as like the formula on these. Color selection is so on point, you guys. I'm wearing these shades. I have them right here to show you because I felt like I may have a couple questions. I'm wearing two of my favorite shades from the collection. One is called JuJu, which is the darker color you see on the outer corner of my lips. And then the center is Smooch, which is this really pale pink shade. So I'm going to swatch these. I know you saw them in the video, but just to give you another idea of what they look like on my actual skin tone. So this is JuJu. Oh, such a gorgeous rosy mauve color. And then Smooch is this milky light pink shade. Such a nice color as well. Normally shades like this are a little bit too dark on me, so that's why I applied a little bit of that Smooch color. And then my perfect kind of nude shade that I found from this collection is called Slay. And I think this was the first one I showed in the video. This is just like your classic mauve nude color. Love these three shades. They're three standouts for me right now. And yeah, overall very comfortable to wear. You're just not going to get that 100% dried down effect. Alright, so moving on to the Raidant lipsticks. These have a very traditional packaging to them, just a classic black tube, traditional kind of just tube. It doesn't even have a magnetic closure or any type of snap fixture to it. Very classic and simple packaging. Compared to the last lipsticks, the Marvelous Moxie lipsticks, these had the kind of click button on them to where you had to push this up and then it snapped back into place. A lot of people had trouble with these. I mean, some people just did not understand the packaging on the Moxie line, so I feel like that may be why they went a little bit more classic with the Raidant lipsticks. So just to kind of give you a brief synopsis of the Raidant lipsticks, very creamy on the lips, pretty good lasting power, not as long as the liquid lipsticks that they released. I would give these about a 3 to 4 hour wear. And as far as the main difference in these and the Marvelous Moxie lipsticks go, you're going to find that the Raidant lipsticks are a little bit more on the sheer side, which I was kind of surprised to find. So on my hand right now, I have a Marvelous Moxie lipstick swatched in the shade Fly High, and then beside it I have a Raidant lipstick in the shade called Crave. Do you see kind of the opacity difference in these two? Now that's not to say that you're not going to get pigment out of these lipsticks, because obviously the darker shades are going to be a little bit more pigmented, but when it comes to your lighter shades, for example, I have one right here called SexPot that I really like. These are going to be a little bit more on the sheer side. So this one right here is called SexPot. On me it shows up pretty good, but again, for those of you who may have a more pigmented lip type, you know, these may be a little bit more sheer on you. So that's the main thing I wanted to point out. And I want to swatch another one here that I really like. This one's called Strip. This is like a classic kind of brown nude color, and you can see the opacity on that one is a little bit higher. So what to expect from the Raidant lipsticks? They are a little bit more on the sheer side in my opinion, but they look gorgeous, they feel comfortable, and the darker color you get, obviously the more opacity it's going to have. Last but not least are the under and over lip liners. So bareMinerals took the packaging on these back old school. So these are traditional sharpening lip liners. So very similar to MAC's lip liners, which I actually like. I do feel like the formula on these are a lot more creamy than the MAC pencil lip liners, which again, I really appreciate, because to be honest, I was a fan of the Marvelous Moxie lip liners. Those were very creamy, they did help the lipstick stay on, and I did like the twist up formula. I'm not against a sharpening formula, but I do feel like a lot of people will not like the way that this is packaged, but hey, you know, you just got to go with the times. You got to roll with the flow. This is how they are. We just got to deal with it. So this color right here is one of my favorites. It's called Freestyle. It is one of the lightest shades that you can get within the 5 colors, but it is very reminiscent of MAC Strip Down, if not just a 100% dupe for MAC Strip Down. The lightest color in my opinion is called Borderline, and this is very reminiscent of the shade called Liberated from the Moxie line. So these are two of my favorites from the collection. I'm actually wearing the shade called Vibe today with the two liquid matte lipsticks that I have on. But overall, these do help your lipsticks last. I am a fan of the formula. It's a little less creamy than what the Moxie line was, but they're not as drying as what a MAC lip liner is. So if you have a MAC lip liner, just to give you a comparison, these will be a little bit more creamy. Alright, so overall with this collection, there's not many flaws in my opinion. The only thing I can think to bring up is I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do about reds and berries and peaches and corals and lipsticks of that nature. I don't know 100% if they are getting rid of the Moxie line. I don't know if they're just going to keep, you know, reds and berries from that line. That's something I haven't really been informed on, so I feel like that'll be a big question. I don't know yet. I will try to figure it out for you guys. But yeah, that's one thing that's kind of stumbling around in my head, is that this is a fabulous nude collection, but for those who really like berries and really like peaches, you know, I don't know what they're doing for that yet. So other than that, I think bareMinerals did such an amazing job on this collection. It is stunning in my opinion. They really focused on those trendy colors that everybody wants right now. Those dusty mauves, the dusty pinks, the brownish nude colors. And again, if you're not a fan of those, there are plum nudes, there are peach nudes, there's even hybrids of a reddish kind of orange nude I found in a couple of those lipsticks. So I do think that there's a color for everyone in regards to a neutral color. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all 60 of these colors. You can always refer back when this collection does launch in July. I will try to find out when the exact date is. I don't know if they have an exact date yet, but I will update it in the info bar down below when I do figure that out. And yeah, you can refer back to this video if you need to see swatches of the colors, because it will definitely be overwhelming when this collection does launch. And I do anticipate that a lot of the colors will sell out pretty quickly, especially on Sephora. I know those trendy colors, they always go the quickest. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about the collection I did not cover, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.